Everybody, it's Melissa Fassel-Dunn from the Milton Scene and Milton Neighbors, and welcome to 10 Easy Ways to Promote Your Local Business. I can't wait to get started. So, a little bit of housekeeping. Please grab a notebook, turn your phone on silent, and get ready to give this special training your full attention. I'm so excited to share 10 easy ways to promote your local business in Milton with you. So don't worry too much about writing everything down. I'll email you notes with all the important links after the training. And I have a little bonus for you guys who stick with me to the end. I have a special offer with Milton Scene and Milton Neighbors Advertising, and it's only for webinar viewers. So, hey, hi, I'm Melissa. It's super nice to meet you. I'm the owner and founder of the Milton Scene and Milton Neighbors. The Milton Scene is a news, events, and business directory website, and the Milton Neighbors group, which is on Facebook, has about 11,000 members right now. These two entities comprise the largest online presence in Milton, Mass. I'll give you a little bit of background on me. I've lived in Milton cumulatively for over 17 years, and I have 3 kids in the Milton Public Schools. I'm a town meeting member. I'm a Milton Chamber of Commerce member, and I'm very active in the community. Prior to running the Milton Scene and Milton Neighbors, I spent about 20 years in the marketing and communication sphere, 10 of them at Harvard University. So I want to talk a little bit about how my business got started because it's certainly not a traditional business. I founded the Milton Neighbors Facebook group in 2013 after trying to find information about the Milton Public Schools while also searching for a plumber. So I was frustrated with the lack of a central location for finding this type of information. And I formed Milton Neighbors and added a few local friends, thinking, oh, great, now we can exchange information. I never thought it would be so big. The group grew and it grew really fast. It continues to grow, currently at a rate of about 100 people per month. In the summer of 2015, I decided to connect Milton Neighbors to an online business where resources and information could be shared via a website and an email newsletter. And voila, the Milton Scene where Milton Neighbors meet was born. So now, without further ado, let's get started with 10 business promotion tips. Number 1, post in the Milton Neighbors monthly Post Your Biz thread, which is totally free. Every first of the month, we offer members of the Milton Neighbors Facebook group the opportunity to post an advertisement for their business in a special Post Your Biz thread. And this thread is open from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. on the first of every month. This is a quick and easy way to get your business info out into the community. So just mark it on your calendar as a recurring reminder so that you don't forget. You can visit miltonscene.com/postyourbiz for more information about that thread. Number 2, use the 3 big local listing services. And you might not really know about this. This is kind of a little secret. So those local business listings are services are Google, Bing, and Yahoo. Google Places is an awesome, awesome place to register your business. You should do it like literally right now. No, wait, not right now, in a little bit, okay? So registering your business with Google Places allows it to be found more easily on Google searches, and it will also show up on Google Maps if it's a physical business. So it's super, super easy to do. All you have to do is fill out the form and register, then get your business verified through their confirmation process, which can be done either with a phone call or snail mail. For details, just visit google.com/business. And again, I'm going to send you all this information in the notes after this webinar is over. Yahoo Local also has a big database of businesses, and it's free and absolutely worth the few minutes it will take to set up. To register with Yahoo Local, you just have to go to smallbusiness.yahoo.com/local, and they have a bunch of prompts for you to follow. It's pretty self-explanatory. And again, I'm going to share this with you in the notes after this is over. And the third one is Bing Places. It has a similar service that's super, super easy to sign up for and register your business with. So just go to bingplaces.com. And again, they have some very easy prompts for you to follow. And here's that URL again, because I want to give it to you as many times as possible, apparently. So super, super important. Once your businesses are registered with all of those places, Bing, Yahoo, and Google, get reviews from your customers, especially with Google. Google is super important. If you don't pay attention to the other two, at least do Google, and then just ask your customers to leave you a quick review. You can send them an email and ask them. You can ask them in person. You can give little cards out, just, hey, would you mind leaving us a review? It's really, really easy to do. And it's really, really important for you to have some good reviews on in Google's system. That will move your business up in the searches. Number 3, and this should be no surprise coming from me, embrace social media. I know it's really hard sometimes for small businesses to get into this, particularly if you're not super tech savvy. I got it. But it's become pretty much essential. So you need to get out there on social media. It really is a necessary time and maybe money investment for every single business to make. So one big tip I have to give you, though, is to spend your social media time and energy wisely. You do not need to use every single social media outlet on the planet. You will drive yourself absolutely insane, and it's totally not necessary. So you're going to want to find out where your audience is. Could it be Facebook or Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, Pinterest, LinkedIn, Reddit, or maybe someplace else? Really important to figure out where they are. And then just focus on 1 or 2 main social media outlets. Like we just went through how many over there and how many are on this slide. You don't need to do all of them. Don't get overwhelmed. Focus on 1 or 2. You can even just start with 1. No big deal. Consider your audience's ideal web content when you decide where you're going to put your time into social media. So the type of web content your audience looks for will help determine which social media channels you should be using. So if they're after photographs and visuals, you're going to want to focus your time on Instagram or Pinterest or maybe Facebook. So for example, if you are an artist or if you are a hairstylist, you don't really need to be on Twitter so much, right? Because that's more text-based. You want to focus your time on one of these, visually based social media channels like Instagram, Pinterest, or Facebook. If your audience is more video focused, maybe you do cooking and you like to share live cooking tips on video, you're going to want to consider building up your YouTube channel and maybe supplement with Facebook or Instagram. If your audience is big on reading, you're going to want to focus somewhere else. Like if you have an audience and they love to read and they like to, really dig into topics, Instagram's not going to be where you want to be, right? So written content mainly gets engagements on Facebook, Twitter, or even Reddit or LinkedIn. Be mindful. If you're trying to post long form written content, paragraphs and paragraphs and paragraphs on Instagram, then you're going in the complete wrong direction. If you're going to be posting all that stuff, you shouldn't be on Instagram. The targeting benefit of social media is also extremely noteworthy, to say the least. You can tie in ads and offers using virtually any social media outlet. So say you are on Instagram and you're a hairstylist and you have a really popular post, you can then take that post and target that ad to other users of Instagram who you think might like to come into your salon. So that's another great advantage. Once you build up your channel, then you can advertise, which, is a good thing to think about. You can also cross-post your content. So, for example, if you have a YouTube channel, you can post videos from YouTube on Facebook or short video clips from those videos on Instagram. And you can ask your Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter followers to subscribe to your YouTube channel. So see, you can create this very intertwined symbiotic relationship with these channels. I have an excellent how to find your audience article in the notes, which I'm going to email you after this webinar. Number 4, get a free business listing on the Milton scene. We offer free business listings for a huge variety of categories, ranging from electricians to DJs, and we promote these listing pages on the Milton scene and in the Milton Neighbors group. So we have countless business categories. What you see over here in this slide is just like a fraction of them. They range from photographers to landscapers and from dentists to attorneys. This example is just the first few business categories in our business directory. The free business listings feature your business name, your business address, a phone number, and a very short generic description area, all on your own page on the Milton scene. So this is an example of a free business listing for a children's camp. And you can see they have the name of the camp. We have a generic image that we put in. There's a phone number, an address, and a very short description area, as well as a map for where this listing is physically located. For more information, how to get started on that, visit miltonscene.com/free listing. If you'd like to add your website, email, social media, custom images, custom text, and more, you can always upgrade to the very economical premium business listing. So the premium business listing features all kinds of cool stuff. It has your listing at the top of the business category page that's in the directory. You get to be up at the tippity top. It has a link to your website, your Facebook page, your Twitter profile, your Instagram profile, basically any social media you can add to the premium business listing. And it also has up to 150 words describing your business down here. So you can update that at any time. It also has custom image or logo. It actually has room for 5 images or logos. So you can have all kinds of fun stuff there. And again, you can update that at any time. It has a nice little verified badge up at the top, and it's like really heavily promoted in our lists up at the top. It's like the star, right? Because we bump them at the top, and then at the bottom are the free business listings. And it's also listed in our free verified premium listing directory. For more information on that, visit miltonscene.com/premium. So number 5, super important. Encourage your customers to leave reviews. They're super, super important. I mean, how many of you, when you go on, say, Amazon or anything else, you look at something you're interested in and you immediately check the reviews, right? I mean, I do, right? So we want to have as many reviews from customers as possible. So you can put them on the Milton scene. We have an area for reviews, Google, Facebook, Yelp, basically wherever your business is. And then, Bing, Yahoo, wherever you possibly can, get your customers to leave reviews. Once you have a business listing in place on the Milton scene, you can let your customers know that it's there and then encourage them to leave reviews. You could post a link on your social media channels to your Milton scene business listing, requesting that customers leave a review, or ask them nicely by sending the link via your email list. Just make sure you include the direct link to your business so that customers don't need to search for it. Let me explain. If I'm going to send an email to my customer asking them for something, I want to make it as easy as possible for them to give me that thing. So I want to copy the full link right at the top in the navigation bar on Google or whatever, Chrome, whatever you use, Safari. Copy the full link and share that full link. Don't say, go to Google and find my business, or go to the Milton scene and find my business. No, you want to make it easy. Make it easy for them to give you that glowing review. Okay, so always use the full link when you're asking for those. For more information on how to leave a review on the Milton scene, I've got examples to make it really easy. Visit miltonscene.com/resources/review, just in case you want a little bit of extra direction. Number 6, join the Milton Chamber of Commerce. Are you a Milton resident with a business, or are you a resident of another town or city with a business located in Milton? If you meet either of the above criteria, you're eligible to join the Milton Chamber of Commerce. And if you're watching this and those criteria don't meet your business, I would encourage you to join your local town or city's Chamber of Commerce. It's super, super helpful to connect with other local businesses and support one another. And let me just explain, what is the Milton Chamber of Commerce? It's a nonprofit organization established to advance the commercial, financial, industrial, and civic interests of the community. It is a great opportunity to work and network with like-minded businesses in the area. And in Milton, the Chamber of Commerce meets monthly. Again, if you're not in Milton and you're watching this because you just want to get some tips, I would Google your local town or city's Chamber of Commerce and find out about joining. For more information about the Milton Chamber of Commerce, visit miltonchamberofcommerce.com. And as I've said before, I'm going to share all of these links with you in the email that follows up to this. Number 7, showcase your expertise. You should, whenever possible, share your expert knowledge and valuable information. Positioning yourself as an expert is a fantastic way to get the attention of potential customers. So be a guest on a blog, a show, a podcast, basically anything, any opportunity where you can showcase what you're so good at. Take that opportunity and don't be afraid. You know, a lot of people are nervous about being on video or listening to themselves on a podcast. We all hate our voices. We hate the way we look on video. But you know what? Here's the thing. Everybody else does. It's not just you. Everybody has that sort of trepidation, right? And nervousness. And I mean, like even listening to your own voice on your voicemail, right? Like just, so try to get beyond that because we're all in the same boat. I mean, I have to tell you, I'm recording this video, but I like had to get up so much nerve to do it. We're all in the same boat. But put yourself out there because you are good at what you do. And why not share what you're so good at and share your knowledge with other people? They want to hear from you. I promise. So speaking of expertise and showcasing, we do allow a very limited amount of guest blog posts on our website, The Milton Scene, where you can have the opportunity to showcase your expertise. Each one of our guest blog posts goes out on the website to the email list, and it's shared to all of our social media outlets. Our social media outlets include the Milton Neighbors Facebook group, the Milton Scene on Facebook, and Milton Scene on Twitter. And all of our stories are shared in our daily e-newsletter, which goes out to over 3,000 subscribers every single day, and that list is constantly growing. Plus, guest blogs are searchable on Google, linkable to your website, or shareable to your social media. For more information, visit miltoncene.com/guest-blogger. And again, we do currently only allow a limited amount of guest blogs. Not every guest blog gets posted, and you only get a limited number per year. But take a look at that policy, take a look at all the information, and see if it's something that might work for you. Number 8, start your own blog. A blog, which is usually part of a website, not only helps your company get its name out through followers, but it's a way to connect with your consumers more directly. It's also excellent for Google search results if you keep at it. Don't let it go stale though. If you're gonna just start it and let it go stale, just don't do it. So it's important to remember that one of the major keys of blogging is to keep it updated as frequently as possible. You want to keep it current. A dormant, abandoned blog is worth nothing. And it may even be detrimental to your business because it makes you look outdated or even closed. Like you don't want to have somebody visit your blog and have the last blog entry be from like 3 years ago. They're going to wonder why you didn't put the effort into blogging more. And they might even wonder if you're still in business. So you definitely want to keep it current. And by current, I don't mean you have to blog every day. I don't even mean you have to blog every week. But you do have to blog definitely once a month at least. I mean, you ideally want to be blogging more, but even once a month is fine as long as it's current. And the great thing about blogging and using platforms like WordPress is you can schedule these in advance. So say you want to start and you're like, wow, I really don't have that much time. So I'm going to do 12 a year, right? Once a month. You can write them all at once and then schedule them in advance. So it's a great thing to think about. You can batch that content ahead of time, and that makes it really, really helpful and a lot more manageable. So plan, schedule, and share. I just beat my own slide. Most blogging software will allow you to schedule your blog posts ahead of time. So you always have something, you should always have something prepared, right? And then always remember to share your blog posts to your social media outlets. Share them to your email list. Share them wherever you possibly can. Share them on LinkedIn. Share, share, share. That's kind of the point. Number 9. Now, this is a little bit different from reviews. Get testimonials. Nothing works better for your marketing than having a genuine testimonial from a happy client. If you haven't yet added testimonials to your website or marketing materials, do it now. And you can also share those testimonials to social media. I really love having them via video. You can up your testimonial game. Video testimonials are amazing, or even like just a personal photo to accompany them. I know that sometimes it's hard to get people to be on video, but like if you possibly can in any way, maybe you give them, a little perk for putting themselves out there on video, or, if they love you that much, they'll probably do it, especially if you make it easy for them. So say, for example, I'm going to go back to that salon example. Have a place set up or have a process where a video can be taken, right? So say they get their hair done, they look amazing. You have this small little area where you've got, an iPad or a phone and a ring light camera set up all ready to record your customers right after they get their hair done. They look amazing. Maybe you do their makeup for them as a perk to do the video. So they feel and look great. That's the time to get that testimonial, especially in the form of a video, right? So think about that. Think about ways that you can make it easier for your customers while they're feeling really good about your business to do a testimonial. It's kind of like, at weddings where people are like, yeah, maybe they've had a couple cocktails and they're into the wedding and they have the camera. And at the beginning, no one goes over to the camera and talks about the couple. But, a little bit later, a couple hours later, they're out there, they're telling ridiculous stories and they're super happy. Think about that example and think about how you might be able to duplicate that and get those video testimonials. Right? Number 10, advertise with us. Advertise with the Milton Scene. Why? We offer business directory listings for a huge variety of categories ranging from electricians to DJs, and we promote these listing pages. You've seen them probably if you're in Milton Neighbors and on the Milton Scene. Like, we promote them all the time. We also offer traditional website ads. If you're you want to kind of go the traditional route and you want to put a header ad or a sidebar ad, we offer those. We offer newsletter ads, sponsored story ads, and sponsored interviews. We typically receive more than 100,000 page views every month. So we have a very active website. We actually recently had to upgrade the whole thing because it was just getting so many hits. So we're a big, very popular online resource, the most popular online resource, certainly in the Milton area. Our expanding daily email newsletter reaches more than 3,000 Milton residents every day. And as I mentioned before, that's constantly growing. And all our stories go out to that e-newsletter. Milton Neighbors, the Milton Scene's social media group, has over 11,000 members at recording time. And of course, that is constantly growing. It's an indispensable forum for the sharing of local information and recommendations in Milton, as you probably already know. And it's always busy. We add new members every day, and the group is so active with over 40,000 posts, comments, and reactions every month. Like, you don't get more active than that. The Milton Scene and Milton Neighbors are absolutely the largest online presence in Milton, Mass. To inquire about advertising, you can visit miltonscene.com/advertise. And I have a special offer. I don't have another webinar. I have a special offer for webinar viewers only. And this is something brand new that we're offering. I think you're going to be really excited about it. It's called the Milton Scene Premium Business Membership. I recorded the first part of this training before COVID-19 hit.
There was no quarantine, there were no masks, there was none of that. Since recording, I've made some changes to the membership, which I'll share with you now, and I think you're gonna like it because you get more for less. So hang with me to see the special deal at the end. The Milton Scene Business Membership includes a lot of things, and one of them is a premium business listing on the Milton Scene. A premium business listing is your own business directory page, and it includes a link to your business's website, a link to all of your business's social media outlets, custom text describing your business, 5 logos or photos of your choosing, a Milton Scene verified badge, and your business located at the top of business category lists in that directory. And here's a comparison of a free versus premium business listing. You can see the premium business listing on the left. It has verified tags that indicate that it's a premium, a custom logo and images, email, website, and social media, custom description. You can see it's really fleshed out. It looks fabulous. And you can also see the free basic listing example on the right. We have a generic image. There's no website, email, or social media, but there is a phone number and an address and a very brief description. So if you're somebody looking for a children's camp, you're going to get a lot more information from the premium listing on the left. Here's some more perks. All premium business listings are located at the top of the category page, which makes them stand out to our visitors. You can see those premium listings at the top. They're just, they've got those logos. They catch your eye. You can see that they have more text already from the beginning, and they have those great tags. As a Milton Scene business member, you get to post about your business every single week in Milton Neighbors. With your membership, you get the free bonus of promoting your business up to 4 times per month, that's once a week, in the Milton Neighbors group. Now, pre-COVID, that was 2 times per month, but I have since increased it because I know that businesses right now can really use a little extra boost. Milton Neighbors has over 11,000 potential local customers. You can promote your business with a post, an ad, a photo album, sharing a link, all kinds of stuff. And remember, only Milton Scene business members are allowed to do this. If you're too busy, don't worry about it. We'll do it for you. If you're the forgetful type or you just don't have someone who can help you out with this, don't worry. We can set up regular rotating ads for your business in Milton Neighbors, and we've done it for other businesses. It works out great. Here's some example Milton Scene business member posts. On the left, you'll see a photographer has added a bunch of photos in an album. She's got a description of a neat little drawing that she's doing, a link to her website. It's very, very fleshed out. In the middle, we have a link to Costa Painting Services. This is actually one that we put together for them because they were a little bit too busy, and it sends people right to the business page. And then the example on the right is from a local tutor from Empowering Scholars. She just has this really nice eye-catching graphic with some text in it that, can help you get to learn more about her business and potentially help out your student. Here's a few more. On the left, we've got the Boston School of Music Arts, really beautiful photo and a description. In the middle, we have Billings Cleaners. That photo works out really well because it's got the phone number right on it. And on the right, one of our tutors has shared a link to our website, which is also a really nice way to promote yourself if you have a blog or a website. Sometimes you don't want to sell directly with an ad. Sometimes you just want to get it out there to let people know that you're really good at what you do. Only Milton Scene business members are allowed any of those ads that you just saw. It's an exclusive privilege to promote themselves and their businesses in the Milton Neighbors group. Here's another perk. As a business member, you'll be a featured favorite. So with your business membership, you get extra exposure in the Milton Scene Featured Favorites weekly stories. So every week we share a list of businesses from one of our business directory categories to the Milton Scene as a story, which also goes out to our email list. And of course, it goes out to our social media outlets. And here's a quick example. In these business directory list stories, your premium listing will appear at the top of the story in a special premium listing section. So you can see this one was for general auto repair, and that premium listing is up at the top with the basic listings below. Here's another perk. As a Milton Scene business member, you get one guest blog post per month. So you get one guaranteed informational guest blog post per month on the Milton Scene website. And that website gets a ton of hits per month and it ranks very high in Google searches. Additionally, each of our posts is shared to our nearly 4,000 person email list and our social media outlets, which means your content and your name will get a great deal of attention. And the other bonus about having your guest blog post on our website is because of that high ranking in Google searches, if someone searches on you, that post with your information is going to be higher up in a Google search because we already have the great ranking. One caveat though, your guest blog post has to provide helpful information to our community and cannot be promotional, but it can include a short bio and link to your business information. So an example would be a local accountant might talk about tax preparation and some tips and tricks for how to do that in a sensible way. That would be informational. Or a tutor might talk about tips and tricks for getting your kid to go back to school, getting them all ready to go. Again, that's also informational. For our annual Milton Scene business members, now these are people who book a full year, they pay for a full year in advance. You get one featured member Milton Scene story post per quarter. So once every 3 months, we'll feature your business listing in the form of a story on the Milton Scene. And each featured member story is also shared to all of our social media outlets, including Milton Neighbors. The featured member stories for annual members only. Again, it's a limited time perk and it's just for our founding members. So you can see an example of a featured member story here. We took Billings Cleaners business directory listing and we put it into a story and we shared that story on the website and everywhere else we share our stuff, which is super, super wide range. And if you're worried about advertising with us, here's a few testimonials that hopefully make you feel better. Advertising with the Milton Scene is a must in my advertising budget each year. 90% of my business is from the local area, and getting the word out about upcoming offerings is vital to the success of my business. The money I spend with the Milton Scene comes back tenfold every time. It's an investment I'm always willing to make. Thanks, Mel. Here's another one. I'm a small business, and having a hyper-targeted local market makes advertising with the Milton Scene both easy and effective. When I advertise with the Milton Scene, I not only retrieve my initial ad spend, I also get customers new and old. Thanks, Patricia. And just to give you a little bit of a comparison, a tiny black and white ad in the local paper costs $76 for one single week, just for a week. You can see the tiny ad on the right. It's the size of a business card. It's black and white, and it goes out to a print circulation of about 4,000. And it's only there for a week. Whereas a business promotion in Milton Neighbors reaches over 11,000 people, and you get 4 per month. That's once per week, and it's colored. If you want it to be, unless you want it to be black and white, that's fine too. It can be colorful. It can have a great deal of text and it can have multiple images. Our market is already super targeted, so you don't have to worry about messing around with Facebook ads and trying to figure out that target audience. We already have the target audience. Use your Milton Scene business membership in multiple ways to create a simple, well-rounded business presence. You have 11,000 plus very active group members to engage and present your business to every single week. You have nearly 4,000 readers to read about you and your business in our daily e-newsletter. Each guest blog post and featured member story is shared in that newsletter. And it's kind of funny because when I first put this presentation together, that number said, I think 3,400. And it's just a few months later and now it's 4,000, so it's always increasing. And remember the Milton Scene website where those directory listings and informational guest blog posts and featured member stories and featured favorite stories gets over 100,000 hits per month. And best of all, our members and readers are local, just like you. So we promised you a special offer for webinar viewers only. It's going to pop up on your screen right now, probably on the right-hand side. Take a look at it. I think it is a wonderful opportunity for you to try us out, and you've got very little to lose. This is our special thanks for watching pricing. We really appreciate that you've taken the time to watch this whole presentation, and I really hope that you've gotten lots of wonderful, useful tips that you can put into place right away to help your business. The special offer will expire in 72 hours, and then it goes back to the regular price. Thanks again for watching. For questions or for more information, email us at info@miltonscene.com. Remember, you have just 3 days to get that discounted thank you pricing. Just in case you missed a little bit with the presentation, you can check out the membership at miltonscene.com/business-membership. And you can see lots of screenshots there and all the information that I shared with you in this presentation. I'm also going to be emailing you the notes from the presentation, so don't forget to check your email and reread those. Thanks again. I wish you all the very best.